when you accuse other people of grifters, obviously that accusation will eventually come back around to you saying, well, what makes you not grifter? Well, maybe I'll be lucky and this thing will get tens of thousands of views, but probably not. So I'm not even going to name the person for several reasons. One is they have less subscribers. Now, it's not dramatically less. It's about 1,600 some subscribers, but there's always a kind of weird thing if you try to pounce on a smaller creator. It just looks a little looks a little questionable. So there we go. So I'm not going to say this person's name, though the details I give, you could probably guess who it is, because the Aaron fans have dwindled by a lot, so the fanaticists are pretty easy to pick out. Now, I'm not sticking to this rule the whole time. There's actually a smaller creator who, to be consistent here, so we're going to get to Scoville first. With like Scoville, if you have this record, and I am berating Scoville, and let's be fair, that in the past, he was a confirmed predator. Although, being fair today, it's more like he's just a fraud and bilking old, sick women of tens of thousands of dollars. And I know somebody's going to be, I need a receipt for that. We have his own testimony. He literally admits to it because his ex-girlfriend, who is also a fraud, caught him on tape. So these are just the things he admits. He also admitted another time, and let me give Boot a lot of credit here because he's probably the one who really opened my eyes. Knife Order did a lot. I give a lot of credit to Knife Order, but in terms of really swaying me, because I'm like, I don't know, okay, this looks really bad, but I like a little bit more. And he boasted with his brother that they did something, which they did not get caught, by the way, that if they had gotten caught by the police, they would have been put away for 40 years. 40 years. To see how bad that is, you take Danny Masterson, who was convicted of several cases, right? It's YouTube. I got to be discreet about what he's charged with or convicted of. People have gone that a little bit wrong too. Apparently, I looked it up, and I want to be careful here, so I will double, triple check this. But apparently, people think like, oh, he has life sentence. What life sentence means is basically 30 years. However, apparently he technically could serve a minimum of about 25 to 26 years. I think it's like 25 years. He's probably going to be doing the full 30, like, let's be honest. But after 30 years, technically, he might get lucky with the parole board. It's not likely, but it could happen. He serves the 30 years, and there you go. So they admitted they did something that would get them 40 years. So remember what Danny Masterson got convicted of? Apparently they did something even way worse than that, because you got to do something really out there to get 40 years in jail. And this is a top of their long record of robberies, thefts, frauds, and yes, being predators. We did something that could give us 40 years, boys. And again, it could be they were bragging, they're boasting that didn't happen, but the way they sounded, yeah, they were pretty, and they were really happy about themselves. And old Kurt was like, remember that time? Oh yeah, if those cops did their job, we'd be out for 40 years. They were really snarky and proud of themselves. So they're not even ashamed of what they did. And given their background, inquiring minds are still wondering what exactly it is. So that's the type of person Mr. Scoville is. And he's still pretending, guys, I made a few mistakes. I did a statutory. Right. So, but we're going to focus on another grifter, and it's one of Aaron's super fans, and I cannot even say who it is. I actually feel sorry for this woman. Apparently, she is sick, and it's bad. From what I hear, she has cancer. So you think to yourself, having a working brain, and let me give full context. She's been very critical of Relatable Reese and her grifting and stealing money, so good there. He's not protecting Scoville, which a lot of Aaron fans did for years and years. They were like, Mr. Scoville, I don't trust you, boy. Bringing in legal documents, testimonies. I don't believe you. I believe Scoville. He puts on an L. Ron Hubbard cap. I believe him. And I believe my Aarons. But then Aaron backstab Scoville because they had a nasty phone exchange. That's it. Aaron didn't lose money, right? He didn't get violent. He was just a little... Guys, he was very disrespectful on the phone. And I know! The Church of Uranus, knew something was wrong. You're disrespectful to Uranus. I'm like, oh, trying to fool Uranus. No. I'm the grifter here, sir. You need to go elsewhere. So yeah, she's a super committed fan to Aaron and excuses away all his criminality. So her recent discourse is on Mike Rinder and Ken Moxon. So let's get to the anti-Scientology part, which was fine. Apparently Moxon, one of Scientology's top lawyers, and, basically general ass clown, is trying to get all his correspondence and notes that Rinder may have given to the city of Clearwater. They just want it in their files. They just need it. I guess they were searching for a scam or something to impugn Rinder, or maybe gave something away that could be legally damaging. So we want them notes, probably to destroy them. Who knows? Or find something to use as leverage or whatever. But Claire Headley found out and reported this to Tony Ortega, who now reported it to everyone. So the superfan is like, I think it's good that Mr. Ortega's is telling us, but I don't trust him. I don't like him. Also, she doesn't like Dodge Landisman, because I guess Dodge was too critical of Aaron, abusing women. There you go. So he's no longer on the Christmas list. As a matter of fact, I don't really like a lot of the Aftermath people. Right. So the star of the Aftermath TV show, she's like, I don't like her. She's too pompous. Wow, that is very critical. Miss S. We're going to be nice, not give her a real name or fake internet name. Okay. Wow, you're really critical. And she is very critical, yes, of Scoville and Reese and that grift. So you think to yourself, wow, you're going to be just a little critical of Aaron. And she's like, no, I love Aaron. Oh, I love him so much. I hate Nora. I hate Dodge. I hate Tony Ortega. I just love Mies. But she was fair. The person she really hates is Stephanie Hutchins. So Rinder's bad because of his time in OSA and crimes, some of which Aaron committed with him. And I gotta be brutal, some of her audience is just brain dead stupid. Because they're like, I suspect that Mr. Rinder committed crimes and he was not totally honest. Yeah, well, one of those criminal conspiracies, Aaron was in on it. He was blatantly helping. Rinder and Aaron were working together to discredit Jerry Armstrong and label him mentally crazy, which is important because Scientology was using that to block serious legal challenges, which Jerry wanted to stop their tax-exempt status. Aaron was a part of that. Full blown. He came out publicly saying, yeah, I think Jerry's a little crazy. I trust Rinder. I don't trust Mr. Armstrong. But then Mike Rinder made the mistake of talking about Aaron's crimes. And then suddenly I was like, I cannot believe this, Rinder. You are evil, OSA criminal. Oh my God, Rinder. All the crimes, all the children. Oh. And the fake tear machine went on for a couple years. And then Aaron, even live, had to reluctantly admit, okay, guys, a lot of what I said was kind of just phony. I mean, I really didn't have anything. I mean, really, the real problem here is Rinder's my friend. So if a friend finds out you're committing a lot of crimes, you know what a friend should do? Cover it up. Blatantly, that was Aaron's defense, is that Rinder made the mistake of blowing the whistle on his crimes, which even Rinder didn't even do. He tried to avoid it. Like he said, listen, we all know what Aaron is doing. We've all seen the footage of him at the bar. Which I did not, because I was listening to Rinder like, what is he talking about? But apparently everyone else knew, because I'm very naive believing Aaron. And there we go. But now it's out into the open, and she's still defending him. I just want to lay that out, because she's trying to be nice, saying, I'm going to give grace to Rinder. Not like Aaron. Aaron is great. He's our Nelson Mandela, Jesus Christ, Martin Luther King. He saved everyone's gosh. But Rinder did a few good things, so I will forgive him. I will forgive him. Oh, okay. But Stephanie is unforgivable. She's number one on her list of evils. Well, what is wrong with Stephanie? Well, Stephanie was detailing a lot of Aaron's crimes. So that's like, no, that's not good, Stephanie's. That is forbidden in the Church of Uranus. So this video is pretty much worthless. It's just her being, I acknowledge Michael J. Rinder as a bench in clear water, that's good, because it makes the Scientologist angry, and that is also good. Right. Thanks. And he was very sick, so I feel sorry for him and his family. Thank you. Thank you. But Stephanie is still super evil because she spoke out about the crimes of Mr. Aronis, and that is forbidden, God. Seems Miss S here doesn't have quite the consistent moral scale. But I mean, listen, I think there are reasons to be skeptical of Claire, Tony, and Mike Rinder. However, doing that while excusing away all Aaron's crimes because, and then getting on Relatable Reese's case for asking, and yeah, she is. She's definitely bilking her audience, and they are taking money she doesn't need. She's already got tons of money. She comes from a fairly well-off family, and even her ex-husband literally just gave her recently $45,000. It's confirmed. So yeah, good on you for calling that out. But Aaron he's just a little Superman. He's up in the air saving children's. Okay. And then out of nowhere, she says, I don't even want to call the Church of Scientology a church. Because it's a cult, everyone. It's not a religion. Well, I mean, I get it. She's not a real expert here, but look it up in the dictionary. A cult is a religion, almost by definition. And a religion is cultish, again, by definition. Just calling them different things is kind of like, conceptually, that's kind of hard to do. Calling it the Church of Scientology doesn't mean anything. I mean, I guess she's got this hidden assumption, like, I will not give them any theisms. No God. Yeah, Miss S, there are people called atheists. They don't care about any churches, period. So, I don't know. I just find it remarkable that this alleged anti-cultist woman is a cultist for Aaron, despite his very questionable record with women, because, being stupid and crazy is a thing, I guess. But anyway. But I guess the parts about making fun of Moxon, they make sense. So about, 5 or so minutes made sense. The rest was just 1 hour of just weird contradictions and hypocrisy by her. But then this is what Aaron does to his superfans. He just turns them into these manipulative liars because they just can't deal with the truth. They just have to create this dream world reality where Freddy Krueger is magically Jesus Christ saving children all the time, even though Aaron's recent videos are about him fighting his fatness. I don't know, maybe the children are in his, like Freddy Krueger, like the children in his stomach? I don't know, guys. I didn't grow up in the Aaron cult. Forgive me.